In this video, we are going to study the fundamental rights of Indian Constitution. Article 12 to 35 of Indian Constitution deals with fundamental rights. These human rights are conferred on the citizens of India, for Constitution tells that these rights are inviolable. Right to life, right to dignity, right to education, etc. all come under one of the six main fundamental rights. But what is the fundamental rights? Fundamental rights, the rights or freedom guaranteed by our Constitution and which can be enforced by courts are called the fundamental rights. There are six categories of fundamental rights. First one, that is right to equality. It comes under the article 14 to 18. Second, that is right to freedom. It comes under article 19 to 22. Third one, that is right against exploitation. It comes under article 23 and 24. Fourth one, right to freedom of religion. It comes under article 25 and 28. 25 to 28. Fifth, that is cultural and educational rights. It comes under article 29 and 30. And last one, that is right to constitutional remedies. It comes under article 32. Here, why right to property is not a fundamental right? See, there was one more fundamental right in the Constitution, that is the right to property. But however, this right was deleted from the list of fundamental rights by the 44th Constitutional Amendment. This was because this right proved to be a hindrance towards attaining the goal of socialism and redistributing wealth that is property equitably among the people. And the right to property is now a legal right and not a fundamental right. First, we will see the right to equality. Equality before law. Everyone should be treated equally before the law. Prohibition of discrimination. No one should be discriminated on the basis of caste, religion, race, place of birth. And no one shall be denied to enter shops, public restaurants and places of the entertainment. No one shall be denied from using wells, bathing ghats, roads maintained by government, exception for women and children and citizens of SC and ST. Equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. Everyone should get equal opportunity in matter related to public, that is government jobs. Exception, reservation for SC and ST. Some jobs may require the knowledge of particular language. Abolition of untouchability. Our Constitution declares that untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form will be considered as a crime. Abolish of titles. Our Constitution has abolished titles like Rai Bahadur and Khan Bahadurs. Next, that is right to freedom. There are six freedoms, that is freedoms of speech and expression, freedom to assembly peacefully without arm, freedom to form association, right to move freely, freedom to reside and settle in any part of India, right to practice any profession occupation. Right to education. Our country will provide free and compulsory education to all children of the age 6 to 14 years. This right is placed under right to life. According to this law, 25% of seats will be reserved for weaker section of the society in private and minority schools. In case if any expenses occurs, then it will be taken care by the center and the respective state. Right to Education Act came into force on 1st April 2010. Next, that is right to information. This right allows citizens to get information from public authorities, government offices, financial institutions and public sector undertakings. in respect of documents and records under their charge. This right curbs corruption and promotes transparency in government departments. The Parliament enacted RTI Act in 2005. Next, that is right against exploitation. Prohibition of traffic in human being and forced labor. Beggar means making a person work against his will, that is forcefully and without paying him anything for that work. Traffic in human being means selling men and women like goods. It includes traffic in women and girls for immoral purposes. Our constitution has abolished and prohibited beggar traffic in human being and exploitation in any form. Prohibition of employment of children in factories, etc. Next, that is right to freedom of religion. Freedom of free profession and propagation of religion. Freedom to manage religious affairs. Freedom from paying any kinds of tax from maintaining particular religion. No religious instructions in institution maintained out of state funds. And next, that is cultural and educational rights. Right to conserve the language, script and culture. And next one, that is right to establish educational institution. And the last, right to constitutional remedies. Rights will be of no use if they are not protected. Our constitution allows us to take help from Supreme Court directly in case if our fundamental rights are violated. Supreme Court and High Court can issue writs to order to protect or for the enforcement of any of these rights. It is legal documents ordering the performance of some action, or it is the order given by Supreme Court or High Courts in order to protect someone's fundamental rights. It's an order asking an individual to do or to stop doing some action. These are all about the fundamental rights. Thank you.